4 in your corner, staying on top of breaking news right now. These two men arrested for the murder of 5-year-old Andrew Faust Jr., who was shot and killed by a stray bullet while inside his Dunbar home 2 weeks ago tonight. Thomas Dan Edison and Terrence Irons were taken into custody around 7:30 tonight, and we're told they were taken into custody at this home on Henderson Avenue. We're giving you a live look at this scene right now. You can see the police cruisers out there and the lights still going, so police remain on the scene right now. Henderson is actually blocked, by the way, between Franklin and Dora in case you're headed into this area anytime soon. Neighbors are telling us detectives have been going in and out of this house all day, but remember, the suspects were arrested around 7:30, and some of the neighbors telling us that they believe officers have the wrong men in this case, so we'll be looking into those claims as well. In the meantime, 4 in your corner's Katie Jones is live outside the Fort Myers Police Department, not too far away from that home, and she's got more on the history of these two suspects. Katie?
Well, Patrick, this surely is bringing a sense of relief to neighbors in the Dunbar community. Fort Myers police say they arrested 34-year-old Thomas Dan Edison and 31-year-old Terrence Irons. It happened just a couple of hours ago for the shooting death of 5-year-old Andrew Faust Jr. Police say Edison and Irons drove up to a home on Cuba Street back on October 13th and opened fire, killing Faust and injuring 26-year-old Jeffrey Brown. Now, since that shooting, neighbors I've talked to have been on edge, worried about their own safety and the safety of their families. They've been begging for anyone with any information about this shooting to come forward. Now, both of these suspects that have been arrested have lengthy criminal histories in Lee County. Both are convicted felons. Edison most recently spent 8 years in prison for possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. He's also been arrested for homicide and aggravated battery. Terrence Irons has been arrested 30 times in Lee County for a number of crimes, including sale of cocaine, battery on a law enforcement officer, and vehicle theft. Tonight, Fort Myers Police Chief Doug Baker saying, quote, Edison and Irons are violent felony offenders who have no business roaming our city streets. It's guys like this that make up the 5% that give the 95% a bad name. Now, both of these men have been charged with second-degree murder, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and discharging that firearm in public. We are live in Fort Myers tonight. Katie Jones, Fox 4 in your corner.
All right, thanks.